Take a moment to get all of the movement out of the way. Adjust clothing, blankets, so you can relax in stillness. Relaxing in stillness through the whole of the Nidra practice. If you need to move, then of course do so. But move with mindful awareness. Take a deep inhale and then a long exhale. Welcome your whole self home. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your body resting on the earth. Feel all parts of your body that are in contact with the earth. Feel the point of contact between your heels and the earth. Feel the back of your legs resting on the earth. Feel the part of the body as it touches the earth. Point of contact between the buttocks and the earth. Notice the parts of your back in contact with the earth. Feel your arms, maybe your hands, where they touch the earth and ground. Feel the point of contact between your shoulder blades and the earth. The point of contact between the back of your head and the earth. Notice all of these places in the body that are in contact, touching the earth. And notice the body breathing. Feel as though each time you exhale, these parts of the body, these points of contact, and the earth are just allowing gravity to pull you closer and closer. You feel the body becoming heavier and heavier. As you feel the body continuing to sink into the earth, you notice all of the sounds in your environment. And you just let those sounds be there. Beginning at the number 27, begin to count your exhales backwards all the way to 0. If you lose track of your counting, you start back again at 27. Each exhale draws you deeper into the earth, deeper into letting go. So wherever you are in the counting now, just let that go. Remain perfectly still. We're going to move awareness through the body. I will mention certain parts of the body, and when I do, see a tiny star-like point of light twinkling at that place. So between the eyebrows, third eye center, see a tiny star-like point of light twinkling. At the pit of your throat, a tiny star-like point of light. Right shoulder joint, a tiny star-like point of light. Right elbow joint, right wrist joint, tip of the right thumb, tiny star-like point of light. index finger, middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, right wrist joint, right elbow joint, right shoulder joint, pit of the throat, tiny star-like point of light, left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, left wrist joint, tip of the left thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, left wrist joint, left elbow joint, left shoulder joint, pit of the throat, center of the chest, deep behind the sternum, tiny star-like point of light, right chest, left chest, center of the chest, deep, deep behind the sternum, tiny star-like point of light, navel center, pelvic center, right hip joint, right knee joint, right ankle joint, tip of the right big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the fifth toe, right ankle joint, right knee joint, right hip joint, pelvic center, navel center, left hip joint, left knee joint, left ankle joint, tip of the left big toe, tip of the left second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the fifth toe, left ankle joint, left knee joint, left hip joint, pelvic center, tiny star-like point of light, navel center, center of the chest, deep behind the sternum, throat center, third eye point, tiny star-like point of light, see the constellation of stars inside the whole body. See if you can project this light from the constellation of stars inside of the body to a night sky directly above your body. So you see the stars above you and the stars inside the body. You feel as though you are swimming inside this sea of starlight. And now feel as though you can look beyond your closed eyes into a blank movie screen. Just gaze into that space, that blank, dark space in front of your closed eyes. Notice whatever you may notice without judgment or attachment. Not getting involved in any of the stories. Just rest in that space for the next few minutes. Gently just begin to remember your breath. Remember that your body is lying on the earth. Begin to wiggle your toes. Brush your thumbs over the tips of your fingers. As you inhale, maybe take a long stretch overhead. Roll over to one side and stay there for a few breaths. And then with your eyes closed, making your way to seated. And the hands come together. Rubbing the palms. Taking the hands over closed eyes. Allowing the eyes to get used to the light. And bring the hands together, rub the palms. Take that energy to wherever you need it most. Draw that warmth and energy in. Namaste.